What's up everybody, it's MasterAquatics and I'm bringing you guys another video. Welcome back to the channel. So right now what I'm going to show you guys is how I feed my largemouth bass with my bait fish that are in my 29-gallon tank. So a lot of people were saying, you know, why do you have so many fish in here? Well, I'm about to show you guys, so let's take a look. Alright everyone, say hi to Albert. Albert, say hi to YouTube. Alright guys, so last time I was aquascaping my tank, and as you can see on that left side right there, I kind of started a aquascape there. In that spot there actually used to be a big piece of driftwood. It was really getting in the way of Albert being able to move around. So the big piece of driftwood that was in this aquarium, I decided to take it out because I felt like it was more beneficial without it than to have it in the aquarium, because it posed a danger to my largemouth bass. You know, before I had angelfish in here, they're a little bit smaller and a little bit more mobile in this tank. Albert, not so much. He's a big fish. Eventually I'll have to get rid of him, unfortunately, unless somebody wants to give away a big tank or someone decides to keep him for me. If they want him, I'll probably give him away, or I'll probably eat him. I mean, largemouth bass, they taste pretty good. I had one for the first time about a few months ago and they were really good. I really like Albert, so I don't know if I could really eat him. I really feel like we're homies. Even though I've only had him for a month now, I feel like I've known this guy forever. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the fish that I took out from the 29-gallon tank, I also took out a few shiners from my 20-gallon tank, and I'm gonna feed them to Albert and you guys are gonna watch this feeding. Alright guys, fish number one. This is a bass minnow that I got from Cabela's. I'm holding him by the gills so that way he can't move as much and slip out from under my hands. But as you can see, Albert's pretty excited right now. He's really hungry, so let's go ahead and feed him. Let me just get you guys to come along with me. Alright, there we go. Get it, Albert. Oh, without hesitation. When he got that guy. Albert was really hungry. Sometimes I like to not feed him as much on certain days, or sometimes he just doesn't get fed for a whole day or two, and then I'll feed him really good, because some days I feel like I feed him too much and it causes him not to want to eat as much. Sometimes I'll try to feed him and he'll just spit out his food, and then some days he'll just gulp the food that I'm giving him as soon as it hits the water. These guys are definitely, it's always their time, not our time type of deal, relationship when you get one of these guys, because it's all about them. It's all about what mood they're in. It's all about what they want to eat that day at that specific time. It's kind of like a really needy child, but I love this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and give him another one. Alright guys, so you guys are not going to be able to see these two shiners here. They're really small. I caught these guys in a stream in my area. You guys should definitely check out that video where I'm actually catching these guys. It's really worth a look. I'm going to go ahead and drop these guys in here, and he is going to chomp on these. Alright, so grabbing the first one here by the tail, and just gonna drop him in here. Whoa, easy there, Albert. You didn't even get him, Albert. What's your deal? Albert. Dude, okay, well he's right above you. Redeem yourself right now, man. Get that shiner. Get him. Get him. Good boy. There you go. Man, don't ever play me like that on YouTube. Alright, shiner number two. This one's extremely small. So if you guys don't believe me that he's really picky about his food, watch this. These are emerald shiners that you can buy at the store. These are used to catch largemouth bass. I tried feeding these to him and he would not eat them. So just to prove to you guys that he's picky about what he's being fed, check this out. So I was feeding him real shiners a few seconds ago. These are real, but they're dead. The ones that I was feeding him were alive still. So, like, this is a dead emerald shiner. So he sees it, he's gonna get all excited, right? So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna throw this in. And he eats it, but he spits that thing back out. Look, he's gonna go for it again, and he's like, what is this? What is this garbage that you're feeding me? Anyways, let's move on with the video. I'm gonna have to grab that thing out of the aquarium. I got another live shiner here. I'm just gonna throw it in, and it went right above him, and he got it. You see how he swallowed that one? He's really picky about what you feed him. Sorry guys, I don't know why I wasn't using the flashlight earlier to show you guys the fish that I'm feeding him. This is a bigger bass minnow, and I'm gonna go ahead and feed it to Albert. Let's go. Was that good, Albert? Yeah, I think you really like that one. Alright guys, so this time I'm gonna feed him on this side. Let me just get this to focus real fast. Doesn't want to focus. But there's another shiner, and I'm gonna see if I can get Albert to come over here to eat this. Well, I'm just gonna throw it in here and I'll see if he dashes for it. So it's right there. Albert, that's not your buddy, that's your food. Stop playing with your food. It's alive and well. Stop being a little brat. Alright, well. See what I mean, guys? Like, he's weird sometimes. Oh, there he goes. Okay. He was just taking his time, I guess. So I'm going to take out this dead minnow here and throw it away. And then we'll go ahead and start aquascaping Albert's tank. Alright guys, so last time I was aquascaping the left side of my aquarium, and this is what I got to so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some more rocks and plants and possibly maybe some more driftwood. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm playing with right now. I got a rock with some Anubias plants tied onto it. I also have a bunch of these, which I've had for years and years and years, growing in my 75-gallon tank. You can tell this took forever to grow, because look how long the roots are. So it's been growing for a while. So I have a bunch of these. I got a bunch of crypts and the rocks, the substrate from my 75-gallon tank, they are stuck onto the roots of these plants. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to trim off a little bit of the excess roots in here so that way they can replant into the substrate here. Oh, and by the way, I want to show you guys an update on my crab. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it looks like my crab is still alive. I'm not sure why Albert still hasn't eaten him yet. Now that you guys know what I'm working with, let's go ahead and start aquascaping my 125-gallon tank. Alright guys, so here it is. Here's how it looks on the left side. As you can see, we got the white substrate and the white rocks and sands with a few gray lava rocks. And we got some Anubias plants all bunched up over there. We got the wisteria plant bunched up right here in the middle of these lava rocks. I thought that was a really cool touch to the aquascape. And so far it seems Albert likes it so far. I did have some crypts that I showed you guys earlier. I didn't want to put them on this side. I just didn't feel like it was right to do that. I kind of want the two sides to be very different. So this side, I kind of want it to be a little bit more rocky with a little bit more stones and less wood and plants. The only thing that's wooded is one of these Anubias plants that are attached to a small piece of wood. Everything else is attached to a rock except for the wisteria. Wisteria is planted into the substrate. The bushy plants that I showed you guys earlier that I called crypts are these things right here. I'm a little disappointed some of the red rocks got in there. Also, I wasn't really able to put them in the soil like I wanted to, but they will be okay once everything clears up, and after about a few weeks or a month, these plants will reposition themselves and root themselves the way that they need to be, so it'll be okay. Albert's still a little hungry, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and grab him some worms because those are his favorite foods. He can't say no to worms. So, and I'm gonna feed him, and I'm gonna show you guys me feeding Albert. Alright guys, here we go. We've got some live worms. I'm gonna go ahead and feed Albert some of these worms, and I'm trying to get him to come towards a little bit more this way. There we go. There you go, Albert. You see the worm now, buddy? Alright, I'm gonna stop teasing him. Let's go ahead and feed him. Good job, Albert. Good boy. Let's go ahead and feed him another one. Alright, worm number 2. Worm number 3. Oh, he ate that one before I could set up the GoPro. Worm number 4. All right, Albert, let me position the GoPro before you go all crazy, okay? Last worm here, worm number 5. Alright guys, so now that Albert's all fed, because I fed him live fish, just as a precaution, I always like to dose a little bit of melafix in here, just in case those fish had any parasites or bacteria or anything that's harmful to this guy right here. This will get rid of that immediately. So like I said, as a precaution, I'm gonna go ahead and dose some of this medication in here. Now I bought this stuff from Amazon. This is the only medication that I use, and also with Pimafix. Now the difference between the two is that melafix is for internal problems. Pimafix is for external problems with your fish. If they're having any fungi that's visible on them, this will help take care of that. So this is mainly for like fungus infections. It says it right there. I know it's out of focus, but it says treats fungal infections, and I've used this stuff before. An example of me using this is when I got my angelfish from Angels Plus, and a lot of them had bad fungi infection, and I did not dose this stuff right away. I highly recommend melafix and Pimafix. Alright guys, so this is how it looks. I'm not done with it yet, but for the time being, I think this is a good start. Like I said earlier, if you guys have any ideas on this aquascape, or if you'd like to give me any ideas or anything like that, just let me know down in the comment section down below.